about that fleet mechanic who's working in a shop and is changing oil and doing things to keep the vehicles on the road. That guy's going to get a call in the middle of the night, some night, during a snowstorm, about a snowplow that's broken down. And one less snowplow on the road that can't plow out in an area near where Denise lives means that maybe an ambulance can't get out there. And that matters to the person who needs that ambulance, right? That's what that fleet guy's doing. That's what that road and bridge equipment operator is doing when they're out there. And those of you who are resource advisors are helping a family who needs food assistance. And I'm sorry, I get a little choked up about this. And you're helping a mom who's got 3 hungry kids, and you're making them eligible for that food assistance so that they can go home with some food that day. You're part of the history of La Plata County. And when you're helping a person who is voting for the first time, a youngster up at Fort Lewis College, or someone who has been disenfranchised from the voting process and hasn't registered to vote in a long time and is finally coming back, and you make it easy for them to do that, you're a part of the history of La Plata County. And when the IT system goes down and you guys are working through the night to get it back up so that we can all do our jobs, you're a part of the history of La Plata County. And when someone calls to get a senior meal, that senior meal may be the only human contact that person has all day long. You're part of the history of La Plata County, right? So what I want to show you is the first page of the first book of the history of La Plata County. And I want you to marvel at the beauty and the quality of this work. The person who wrote this in 1874 didn't know that in 2018 we would be using this as an example of commitment to a job and quality work, right? This person didn't know that today we were going to be saying, wow, this person really cared about this work. He or she, well, it would have been a he back then because clerks back then were he's, right? He didn't know that we would be standing here admiring this and saying, wow, that's a person who really cared about what they did. If we bring this same level of care and commitment and concern to all the work that we do, we'll never let our constituents down, will we? And if we remember that if it was our own mom who was coming in for service or someone that we cared about deeply and we could greet them with the same respect that we would want our mom to be treated with, we'll never let anybody down. And if we can remember to respect every other employee in our organization, whether they're the custodian that's making sure that floor is as immaculate that you could eat off that floor, to the person who works buried under paper in an office that may not have customer contact very often, but to know that they're an important part of the team, we'll never let each other down, will we? So I hope that you can see that line of sight between the work that you do and the history of La Plata County, because guess what? Just like this guy, you're now a part of the history of La Plata County. So take that with you every day. I hope you will have a long and wonderful career with this organization. It's a very, very special place, and I hope you find it to be a home as much as I have these last 3 decades. So thank you very much. And the only last thing I would ask you to do is there's an evaluation at each of your places, and I want you to be brutally honest because we can take it. And if there are things we can do to improve this, Sarah will want to know, Chuck, the assistant county manager, will want to know, and the next county manager will need to know. We want to make this a really valuable and meaningful class for all of you because you're now part of the family, you're now part of the team, and we need to innovate this thing too. So thank you so much for spending this afternoon, and we're even going to get you out 15 minutes early. How's that for innovation?
Thank you.
So take some candy with you.